we have an issue that we haven't been able to resolve with immigration. And I think that this is kind of a drastic way of addressing it.
Well, Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez is voicing his thoughts on the Department of Defense announcing that the borderland in Hidalgo and Cameron counties are now under military control. Our border report Sandra Sanchez is joining us live right now from Hidalgo County to talk about what these new militarized zones mean here in the Rio Grande Valley. Sandra.
The Air Force says that 250 miles of borderland in Cameron County and Hidalgo County, like here in Alamo, where I'm standing, that previously were managed by the International Boundary and Water Commission, are now part of an extended military base. It's called Joint Base San Antonio. That means that anyone caught on these lands can be arrested and charged with trespassing, a criminal misdemeanor, punishable by up to 18 months in prison. This new military zone comes as the Trump administration wants to completely shut down the border to those trying to illegally cross into the country. But local residents in the Rio Grande Valley could fall victim also. Today, Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez told me the federal government has not talked to him about this, but he said Hidalgo County Sheriff Eddie Guerra today was told of their plans.
Well, it's all federal land, and basically what our understanding is, it allows the military to be able to go in there and do surveillances to the property, and anyone that's illegally trespassing, they can withhold them. They cannot arrest them, but they can withhold them and turn it over to other authorities.
In a statement, the Air Force said establishing these new national defense areas along the U.S. southern border are, quote, designed to support the Department of Defense's ongoing mission to secure the southern border in coordination with interagency and partner stakeholders, end quote. But that's not sitting well with environmentalist Scott Nickel, a board member of the nonprofit Friends of the Wildlife Corridor. Today we spoke on this levee that's behind me, which is land that will now be a military base near Santa Ana National Wildlife in Alamo. Are you concerned about this being a militarization zone? And what does that mean for public access?
Well, it is very concerning because the whole point of this announcement is to restrict access, to make sure that people can't get anywhere near the river, can't get across the river. But what does that also mean for residents? Does it mean the entire Rio Grande Valley is cut off from the Rio Grande and nobody can visit the river that is kind of the lifeblood of our region?
Nichols has charted the entire borderlands here from Hidalgo to Cameron County. He says it's only about 100 miles, so he's very confused where the Department of Defense is coming up with this 250-mile number, and he's concerned that it might also include internal levees that are managed by the International Boundary and Water Commission, but we're just not sure. Live in Alamo, Sandra Sanchez.